Coffee in my cup, sun just peeking through. TV glowing in the kitchen like it always do.
Cheryl's laughing first, Jeremy's got that grin. Ryan's talking ports and plans, Ricky's reeling us in.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. They're swapping little secrets on packing light, packing smart. Which deck has the quiet spots where the late night stories start?
Scott's breaking all the tech news with that Scotty J screen star shine. I'm taking notes on napkins while my eggs get cold on the side.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. One day I'll book that cabin bag by the door, heart on my sleeve. Oh, yeah. Till then I'll keep on cruising through that YouTube show make believe.
Go live together, start the day,
Sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, don't let go. You're my map and my talk show road. From cruise news to travel chatter, you bring us all on board. We go live together.
We go live together.
I know, right? Hold on. Let me. I'm going to join you in this because that is the jam. Like
I say, like it just gets into my soul. I'm like, I see the whole morning live crew watching us, going, yeah.
and you can do this, and you could do this when you book 4.0, ladies and gentlemen, because we go. All of this here going to be wet. Like it's going to be an emotional show. I know that.
I know, right? Oh my God, I cannot wait. I cannot
like
wait.
Everybody's getting together. We need to play that. Well, we can't bring a Bluetooth speaker. What are we going to do? What are we going to do for sound? We just got to be loud.
We're going to bring a Bluetooth speaker.
No.
We will all have our phones turned up on the full volume and do a 3, 2, 1. And then all the phones will play at the same time.
Okay. So is there a share play? Let's ask Gemini. Is there a share play way to hook up everybody's iPhone in the audience and blast out a single audio signal?
That would be
awesome
to do.
Yes. Technically, it probably can happen. But
you know what?
Hey.
On Spotify, I thought there's a jam session where everyone can join into a playlist. So if there's a way you can add, I know there's ways that you can add your own songs to a playlist in Spotify, but I don't know if it's something that everyone can play. That might be an option too, because like when Mel's listening to something on Spotify on her phone, and I want to go listen on mine, it says, hey, do you want to join Melinda's jam session? And then it would be playing the songs at the same time. So that I'll have to research that too and see. But that would be interesting, because if we had enough phones, then we wouldn't need a Bluetooth speaker.
Boom. Wouldn't break nobody's rules either.
Hey, we don't have a Bluetooth speaker. We just have, 37 phones playing the whole thing at full blast.
Show me that in the contract.
Right.
No, we can't. I don't know. We can't do Norwegian like that, though. We have to find a good way to at least do the show. I mean, we could all sit around in a circle and just have a live cruise discussion, and
Yeah.
just maybe have a 360 camera or something right there in the middle. If somebody has a 360,
I got one.
Bring it,
I've got
and
the
bring
360
like
everything.
a couple of terabytes worth of storage, because I know that's probably going to be a lot of information.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, man, technically it's possible. We could do a little 360 view and then just upload the raw video of the show and have everybody be able to turn it with their mouse on the computer, or just spin around with their phone and it be in 3D so they could see everybody's reactions in live time. That would be a good show.
I'm going to start researching that, because I have my X5. I have a stand that it can go on with a claw foot that could sit in the center. I have an ability to plug it into a computer if it will do a 360 live, like a true live. If not, then I can still record it.
Right.
The only struggle we'll have is microphone. I have one wireless mic. It only connects to one mic at a time. So that's the one thing, is it might be having to pass it around, or just using the inert audio and then trying to filter that.
Yep. All right. Well, that's just future plans, ladies and gentlemen.
We're thinking.
Always thinking. And you know what? We matched today. And the only thing is I think I got the memo, but I got the full memo. Maybe you got
I got an abbreviated memo.
Something was redacted. That's just what it is. In the insurance industry, sometimes you don't get to see the little bit of information that you need. It's been redacted. So there you have it.
I redact stuff all the time when I send it to the Department of Insurance.
Yep. All right. Well, even with the redacted memo, we're about to have a good show. Good morning, everybody, and welcome into Go Live Together. We are your morning team. I am Jeremy. Cheryl's in bed. She is ultra tired. She's been up all night long. There's a connection. There is a connection.
We're back.
Boop, boop, and we're back. She is tired and sleepy, and this morning in pain. I'm waiting for maybe 9 or 9:40 to give her pain medicine. So everybody,
we got prayers.
Wish her well. Wish her well. Yes, do that. Welcome in #team replay. If you are here for this show, hey, welcome in. I have stripped this show down. We are stripped down using one browser window, one screen in a natural background, no OBS, no extra anything. So let's see how it goes today. I know it's going to be a great show. Thank you for coming in. And y'all say what's up to each other in the chat. Welcome in the live chat. Welcome in moderators, members, lurkers, and everybody in between. Thank you so much for coming in to check out the show today. With the weather today is actually pretty good. Here in Fate, Texas, where we are, it is 73 degrees with a high of 85 and a low of 70. We are raining for the next 4 days, 60% today. Friday has a 65% chance of rain. Saturday is 80 and Sunday is 65. So yeah, but it's going to be cool those days. Y'all see that? No 90s.
What is the matter, Peach? Sorry, she's doing her little whine.
I know, right? Let's see. Tampa, it is 74 degrees, cloudy with a high of 90 and a low of 66.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Looking at Saturday, I have a ship tour.
Saturday.
The seas, 91 in the middle of the day.
I'm seeing it. You guys got 90s for the next 5 days, and then it dips down after it rains Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to get my pool clean, too, because I haven't technically opened it for this season yet.
That means that you can't go jump in the pool, man.
Yeah, not right now, because I had to sink. And this is the only thing that I really despise about pools. My cost is lower because I have a salt pool. So it generates its own chlorine, and there's some additional chemicals I don't need to worry about. I still had to sink $275 in chemicals to open the pool. So I had to get.
Oh, snap. Wait, I got a message. Can you say some words while I go look for this message? Because I got something to show you. It's really, really, really hilarious. I have to find it. And I had to save it. I was going to share it yesterday, but I wanted to save it for the show so we could play it. But yeah, like for instance,
BS, words.
No. What I specifically want you to talk about in the best way that you can without blowing a coronary, because I cannot get to you to save your life.
Oh, don't tell me those 3 letters.
It's got to be, because that's what the content is.
Is it the stuff that Mike sent yesterday?
What did you send that?
Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, yes. I think, sent a TikTok video.
They did.
I was busting out laughing, going, "Oh my god, yes!"
Okay, but wait, terrible. We have to share it with the audience.
We do.
We have to share this with the audience. I got to unmute my TikTok for this.
Everybody knows that I have a very special place in my heart for gathered communities to keep your neighborhood from riffraff. To the point where these people actually drive me bonkers because of their power trips, their ineptitude, their, I'm on the board so I can do whatever I want and tell you how to run your household and your lot and your lawn, and it drives me up the wall.
Okay, very good. That was the most amazing introduction to this mess that I have ever seen, because I want people to check this out. This is, oh my God, this is so funny. Wait, I cannot hear this.
No,
can you hear it? No, I can't hear it either. I said to share the tab audio, but it's not.
Yep. And there's one, that's because it's muted itself. It's muted in your tab. Look.
Oh, okay. I see it.
It needs to be in a storage facility by the 30th.
I use it every weekend.
Then you can retrieve it every weekend from storage.
That's insane.
That's section 12. The lawn at 4 Maplewood. How many dandelions would you say are in this photo?
I don't know, a few.
47. We counted.
They're weeds. They just grow.
They spread, Kevin, to other lawns. The Petersons have 3 now.
That's not my fault.
47 suggests it is. Fallen leaves must be removed from the property within 72 hours. The yard at 17 Birchwood has been in violation for 11 days.
I have a maple that drops leaves every day.
Then you'll be raying every day.
That's not reasonable.
Leaves on the ground are a safety concern. They're also
fall. Every yard has Birchwood anymore.
There's a fine schedule.
Sorry, I got to mute myself.
Unit 11 received 19 package deliveries in the month of October.
It was before the holidays.
The limit is 3 per week.
I didn't know there was a limit.
It's in section 9.
Nobody reads section 9.
We do. The drivers were here 11 separate days, Karen, 11. The street is not a loading dock. Boats, trailers, and recreational vehicles may not be stored in driveways or on any exterior surface of the property.
My boat has been in that driveway for 20 years.
And it needs to be in a storage facility by the 30th.
I use
Okay. That is crazy. It really is just insane.
Oh God. My blood's already boiling, and that wasn't even me. But that's probably why it's a good idea that I do not go to these meetings.
Right.
Because I would be that Florida man gets arrested at an HOA for verbal abuse or whatever it is. Because I mean, it's just.
Okay, so I guess the question for the chat today would be what? Have you or will you attend an HOA meeting? Or are you part of an HOA? Like, do we have any are we talking smack about anybody here in the chat? I just want to know. Like, are you part of an HOA? Or, just let us know what your experience with an HOA is, or even if you have one. We would like to know in the chat.
Yeah. I mean, okay, now don't get me wrong. Let me take it back a step. There are certain benefits of an HOA. There absolutely are. What drives me crazy is the power trip where they take it to the extreme, if you will. Mm-hmm. I can understand, hey, we don't want in the neighborhood to have, 4 and 5 and 6 broken down cars that are sitting in the lawn nonstop kind of thing. I can get on board with that. I can get on board with, hey, we don't, need your lawn looking like a rainforest where no one ever cuts it and the weeds are overgrowing. You can't see the sidewalk. I mean, I can get, there are some rules, if you will, that are beneficial just to keeping the overall nice atmosphere of the neighborhood. Junkyard home versus, hey, here's a house, they've got a boat, a boat that is moved on a regular basis and it's not broken down and rusted. But yeah, some of these HOAs telling you what, like even in mine, I have to submit in writing any major adjustments. Like if I want to paint my house, I have to get approval on the color paint. If I want to change my roof, I have to get approval on the type of roof and the color of the roof I want. If I want to put up a fence, I have to get approval to put up the fence. It's like anything I want to do to my house, I have to get an approval. If I want to widen my driveway, I have to get approval. Technically, I do have approval. I just never got to actually widening it. Because
you're going to have to get a new approval because that approval letter has now expired. And because of the expired letter, now you're going to have to tear that whole stuff down, write a new letter, get it approved, and then re-pour the driveway.
Yeah. So it's just, when it gets to that level where, hey, I can't, this is my damn house. I paid for it. Who are you to tell me what I can and can't park in my damn driveway?
Okay, hang on. We got some interesting comments coming in. I displayed them, but I just want to say that Cat and Matt says, I am on our HOA board. That was Cat. Yep. Okay. And then Lori says, shoot, I can't go to any town hall meeting without duct tape for my mouth.
Amen, sister. That would be me. That would be
duct
me.
tape, Ryan. That's all I'm saying. Lori has tipped you up to how to show up to your HOA meeting. Boom. I think Lori's onto something here. And then
the problem is, if I ever show up to an HOA meeting, the wrath of God is about to occur because it's gotten to the point where I have lost, my complete mind over the asinine BS that they are doing.
Will G says we have an HOA, but they aren't very intrusive. So I guess that is cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cat and Matt says she measures the length of each grass blade on our neighbor's lawn. And then Foodie's Vacation says our HOA is very light. I wish they were stricter, especially about yards. But I'm a military child that joined the military, so there's that. And Foodie, I'm right here with you. You know what I'm doing after the show? After breakfast, cutting the lawn. Because there's flowers out there that I did not plant. And I'm tending to the field that used to be a field over here, and it has to look like a carpet. It really does. I'm with the HOA thing. Yes, make things look decent, but don't be out there measuring stuff. Don't drive by and be all, creeping. Matter of fact, yesterday I pulled into our neighborhood and I noticed that same vehicle, the dude that lives right here on the corner, coming from within the neighborhood, making the left and going to his house. I'm like, I know that truck. He's coming from within the neighborhood, but not down our street. He's coming from that street. And I think we have figured out that corner lot, the guy may be on the HOA. He's just rolling around trolling, just with his trolling motor, like boom, 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 boom.
Our little HOA, informant has a golf cart. And he just puts around. Put. Oh, you've got weeds in your bed. Put. Well, no crap. It's been raining every single day for the last week and a half. Weeds are going to happen. And anyone who knows anything, and that's the problem, in my case anyway, most of these people have no effing idea what they're talking about. And
look at this one. My dad can't have pickup trucks in the parking lot.
See, yeah. But they usually have no idea what they're talking about or how you need to get rid of your weeds. Okay, well, if you know how killing weeds works, you can't spray the stuff when it's raining because it gets diluted by the water and doesn't kill. You have to wait for it to be dry. Then you spray the weeds. Then they think it's water and it sucks up into the weed and the weeds die. If you do it right when it's raining or if it's expecting to rain, you're defeating the purpose. And no, I'm not going to get out there and pull weeds manually in a drizzle or, I'm not going to pull weeds. I'm going to freaking use weed killer, let it die, and then use my hoe and rake to rip up the roots and stuff like that.
You know what I like is the one that has the two handles like this. You just put it down on the dandelion, you twist it, and then it just pulls it up like that. Those things are cool. They really are. That's the best way to pull up those big old thick root things, man. It got just, you can't just get it with a hoe or any regular thing. You have to actually dig down past the roots and get it up from the gut area.
Right. I know now the HOA is probably, because with the water, we have a water ban going on right now to where you can barely use any type of water. They've even said don't wash your cars in your driveway kind of thing. So I know they are itching because it's spring and summertime and everyone's got, screwed up, dirty driveways and sidewalks. But with a water ban, you can't pressure wash. So,
yep. And let's see, Mike Ariana says, glad we don't have an HOA. My mouth would be saying things I shouldn't. Oh, wait. And then Lori, because of the pickup truck, says we have to rent a car or plan coming down when the neighbors are out of town.
See, that's ridiculous. And I've actually seen a few things like that. I actually saw a news story where, they wouldn't let trucks park in the driveway, and there was a lot that was specifically set up right outside of the neighborhood that people had to rent a spot, and that person's making a killing because everyone who owns the truck in the neighborhood has to park the truck there. So they have to commute down to that lot and then drive and then go back to their house. Peaches, Jesus. A little treat because she is just dying. I'm murdering her.
Morning, Peachy. Good morning. Welcome in. Lori says, heaven forbid you live on the outskirts of the neighborhood where your closest neighbor's lawn is full of weeds. Yeah, I know. And it's just like, you got to worry about those dandelion seeds flying into the yard, I guess. But anyway, we got some cruise news to read today. It is time for it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Israeli cruise ship arrival sparks protest in Greece. Tensions flared at Greece's busiest cruise port as demonstrators gathered in Piraeus, near Athens, Greece, to protest the arrival of the Israeli-operated Crown Iris. Protesters waving Palestinian flags gathered at the cruise port on June 3rd in the latest in a series of actions targeting the ship amid the ongoing war in Gaza. Organizers described the vessel and its arrival as symbols of what they say is Greece's growing cooperation with Israel. Hundreds of protesters called for solidarity with Palestinians and urged local authorities not to welcome the ship. The Crown Iris is operated by Israel cruise company Mano Maritime and regularly sails itineraries throughout the eastern Mediterranean. The more than 40,000 gross ton ship has drawn protests at several Greek destinations in recent months as opposition to the war in Gaza has fueled demonstrations throughout the country. One protest slogan, according to local reports, stated, "They are unwanted here and have no business being here," while another sign read, "No to genocide tourism." Authorities maintained a security presence around the port during the protest. The ship was able to complete its scheduled call with no immediate reports of injuries or major disruptions. The protests in Piraeus took place during a 7-night cruise that departed Haifa, Israel on May 31st. Carrying approximately 2,000 passengers, the vessel called in Kos, Greece on June 2nd before arriving in Piraeus on June 3rd for a scheduled 14-hour stay from 8 a.m. until 10 p.m. local time. Love it, love it, love it. Following its call in Athens, the ship is scheduled to continue to Nafplion, Greece on June 4th and Syros, Greece on June 5th before returning to Haifa on June 7th. This was not the first time Crown Iris has faced opposition while sailing in Greek waters. In July 2025, demonstrators on the island of Syros gathered near the port and blocked access to the dock, preventing approximately 1,600 passengers from disembarking. The ship ultimately departed the island without completing the scheduled visit and was rerouted. The incident drew international attention and prompted responses from both Greek and Israeli officials. Additional demonstrations have since been reported at other Greek ports visited by Crown Iris, including Rhodes and Crete. By late 2025, Greek authorities had begun increasing security measures during some arrivals as a precaution against potential disruptions, including at ports like Patras and Cataloco. Catacolo. Catacolo. There we go. Crown Iris. Catacolo. Katakolo.
Works for me. Catacolo.
Catacolo. I don't know, but YOLO. Crown Iris.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola. There we go. That's the place where they stopped. The Crown Iris is the only cruise ship operated by Mano Maritime based in Haifa. The vessel entered service with the company in 2018 after previously sailing under different names, including Norwegian Majesty for Norwegian Cruise Line and Celestial Majesty for Celestial Cruises. So it's an old Norwegian ship they stopped. And it's got some nice paint on it too. It's really nice. Miami Cruise Port car rental, what most cruisers don't know. There are no car rental offices directly located at the Miami Cruise Port, aka Port Miami. However, that doesn't mean you're not in luck when it comes to renting a car to explore the area either before or after your cruise. There are many national car rental brands that operate near the port, some of which even offer free shuttle services to and from the port. Here's what you need to know so you can reserve the best car rental for your Miami cruise vacation. While the downtown Miami Avis office may be located just under 3 minutes from Port Miami, Avis does provide shuttle service between the two, making this a convenient option for most cruisers. Depending on traffic and the number of ships in port, the shuttle will pass by the cruise terminal every 20 to 30 minutes. An Avis ambassador is on site to direct customers as to where to go to wait for the shuttle. There is no extra fee for the shuttle service, though available shuttle space may dictate whether or not the shuttle can stop right at that moment, and the number of ships in port determines when the last shuttle runs. Additionally, when you're returning a car, you do have to actually take it back to the downtown Miami office, and after-hours returns are not available, though some other Avis locations may have a key drop box available. The address of it is 99 Southeast 2nd Street, Miami. It is 2.9 miles from the port. Similarly, Budget offers shuttle service between Miami Cruise Port and its downtown Miami rental office. Again, this is a free service, and the shuttle swings by the port every 20 to 30 minutes or so based on demand and busyness. Budget ambassadors change the positions based on need, so you may have to flag down the driver of the shuttle yourself if an ambassador is not around. The shuttle service will not only take you to the rental office from the port post-cruise, but also to port on embarkation day if you're returning your rental car ahead of your cruise rather than afterward. The address is 93 Southeast 2nd Street in Miami. It's 2.9 miles away from the port. The Hertz office rental location is a bit closer to the cruise pier and offers some pretty agreeable deals, with average prices for a car reservation at this location working out to about $158 per day. While there is no advertised shuttle service to take you to and from the port, getting around shouldn't be difficult thanks to the wealth of rideshare services throughout the area. Note that some outdated articles and reviews will report that this office offers a shuttle, but as of 2024, this was no longer the case. The address is 229 Southeast 2nd Street in Miami, and it is closer. It is 2.2 miles away from the port. Sixt rental car, that's SIXT Rent-A-Car. It is called one of the closest Sixt locations to the port is actually located at the Intercontinental Miami. This location offers everything from super budget-friendly compact cars starting at under $50 a day to luxury vehicles. You can easily find the rental counter on the first floor of the hotel lobby, where you'll also find a Starbucks and few stores and other food options. The address for this place is 100 Chopin Plaza, Miami. It is 2.3 miles away from the port. Supreme Rent-A-Car is next, and it says if you prefer to work with a smaller non-national company, Supreme Rent-A-Car is a Florida-based provider. It may be located further away from Port Miami, but it does offer pickup and drop-off services. Choose from standard and luxury cars, SUVs, and vans, and convertibles. Rates start at under $50 per day. In addition to serving the area around Port Miami, the business also serves Miami International Airport, Miami Beach, and Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. The address is 3995 Northwest 26th Street, Miami. It is 7.2 miles away from the port. And you can, of course, choose to rent a car directly at Miami International Airport, which can be a good fit for those who are already flying into the airport rather than driving in and parking at the port. A popular option is to pick up your car at the airport as soon as you fly in, enjoy exploring and sightseeing ahead of your cruise, and then return the car to the rental office of your choice. You could return the car to an office closer to the port, often for a surcharge, or why not take it back to the airport rental center and then take a shuttle between MIA and the cruise terminal. If you're renting a car after your cruise rather than before it, you can plan for the same process just in reverse. Taking a shuttle from the airport to the ship, renting a car after disembarkation day, and later dropping your car off at the airport rental center before you finally board your flight home. As for getting that shuttle between MIA and Port Miami, the Port of Miami shuttle offers services between MIA and the cruise terminals, as well as between the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport and the cruise port of Miami. And it's not only the business, not the only business to cater to travelers going between the airport and their cruise ship. Sixth Ride, for instance, is a service offered by Sixth Rent-A-Car that gives you a chauffeured ride to and from the port as well. So you have options. The MIA Rental Car Center is accessible from the port via the MIA Mover that is located on level 3 between the Dolphin and Flamingo garages. The MIA Rental Car Center offers a robust number of offerings, including rentals from Ace Rent-A-Car, Alamo, Avis, Budget, Carnival Rent-A-Car, Dollar, Enterprise, Hertz, National, Payless, Royal, Sixth Rent-A-Car, and Thrifty. And then now we need to talk about tolls. A large number of major highways around Miami charge tolls. Luckily, you don't need to carry a bunch of quarters or cash in your pocket so that you can pay those tolls as you drive around. Miami uses the SunPass system, which uses a license plate, cameras, and transponders for cashless tolling. It is highly likely that your rental company has a toll-related fee already built into your rental agreement. So, for example, if you rent from Hertz, Dollar, or Thrifty, you can choose an unlimited tolling option that costs $14.99 per day. However, if you do not opt in after your trip, you'll be charged $9.99 per day, so that tolls that are incurred as well as the cost of each toll. Avis, Budget, Payless, National, Alamo, and Enterprise all have similar setups at different price points, and it's generally in your best interest to take the unlimited toll option. So that's different options that you have for rent-a-cars in Miami. It sounds like it's pretty robust, you know. Let us know. What is your car rental getting to the cruise port type of situation in the event that you do rent cars in Miami? Santorini shifts how cruise passengers reach the island. Getting from a cruise ship to Santorini's famous cliff-top villages could take more planning this summer. A new rule approved by Santorini's Municipal Port Fund will change how cruise guests come ashore on the popular Greek island. Under the policy, up to 70% of passengers from each cruise ship must disembark at Ormos Firon, also known as Fira Bay, while no more than 30% may arrive through Athenios Port. The change could affect how quickly cruise visitors reach Fira and other popular parts of the island. Many cruise visitors use Athenos as a way to avoid Santorini's often crowded cable car system. The cable car transports passengers between the waterfront below Fira and the town above, and long lines are common when multiple ships are in port. With fewer passengers allowed to arrive through Athenios, more people may find themselves relying on the cable car to reach the island's most popular areas. The policy was approved unanimously by the Municipal Port Fund of Thera and will remain in effect until it is changed. Local officials said the new system is designed to improve safety, reduce congestion, and better manage traffic between the island's ports. In the decision, the board said the measure would support the rational distribution of passenger and vehicle flows and smooth operation of ports while helping to ensure the sustainable tourism management of the island. Officials also pointed the need to ease pressure on Athenios, which serves as Santorini's main ferry port and handles local and regional traffic in addition to cruise visitors. The new rule is the latest measure aimed at managing the large number of visitors arriving on the island during the cruise season. The Greek island remains one of the most popular cruise destinations in the Mediterranean, attracting more than 1.2 million cruise passengers annually. During the busiest days of the season, several ships can be anchored off the island at once, sending thousands of visitors ashore within a matter of hours. Much of that traffic funnels through Fira, the island's main cruise gateway, where passengers are transported ashore by tender boats. The issue has gained national attention in Greece. Last year, the government approved a new cruise passenger fee for ships calling at Greek ports. Santorini and Mykonos were assigned the highest rates because of the number of visitors they receive each year. During the peak summer season, cruise passengers visiting Santorini are charged £20. No, the Greek dollar amount or dollar unit. I'm not sure what it's called. Greek officials said that the fees are intended to help fund infrastructure improvements and other projects relating to managing visitor traffic. Costa Maya protest shuts down Royal Caribbean excursions. Oh, okay, I got this one already. Then the missing hiker. I don't know if you remember, but we reported the other day that there was a hiker that was around the volcano area. Well, he has been found tragically found deceased. The hunt for a missing cruise ship passenger has sadly come to a tragic conclusion less than a week after search and rescue efforts began. Wang, a Chinese man who had become lost while hiking in St. Kitts on May 22nd, was found dead. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis police force confirmed that the 33-year-old had died in a Facebook post on June 1st. Quote, "It is with deep regret that the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis police force confirms that Mr. Wang Zhang," I'm not sure that I'm pronouncing this correctly, who had been missing on the mountain trail since Wednesday, May 27th, was located deceased on Monday by one of the search teams. Caribbean authorities are now investigating the circumstances behind Wang's death to try to figure out exactly what happened. It also still hasn't been formally confirmed which cruise ship Wang was sailing on, though cruise tracking data shows that Royal Caribbean's Rhapsody of the Seas was the only vessel docked in Basseterre that day. Additionally, it is unclear if Wang was a cruise guest or crew member. Royal Caribbean has not publicly identified him as an employee, but images of Wang seem to show him wearing a name tag. Although this situation didn't end up how everyone wanted, the people behind the rescue attempt still have the gratitude of the Caribbean authorities. RSC NPF officers, the St. Kitts Nevis Defense Force, the St. Kitts Nevis Fire and Rescue Department, the Police Training School, the Forest Unit, the Red Cross, the Ross University Canine Unit, and civilian volunteers combed the volcano for days. In addition to sending teams to search what is known as a highly challenging and physically demanding trail, authorities also attempted to use all the technology at their disposal, such as using cell phone pings to pinpoint Wang's location. While Wang was not found alive, their efforts mean that his body can be returned to his family and that his loved ones will have closure to help them heal from this tragedy. Cruise Hive joins the RSC NPF in sending our heartfelt condolences to Wang's family and friends. And that is it for the cruise news. What else has been going on? Let me scroll the chat and see who else has came in.
I keep forgetting to book my cruise for Margaritaville, so I'm gonna try to sit down and do that either tonight or tomorrow.
Very nice.
Be for Mel's birthday, just another shorty 5-day.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. People are checking in with the weather. I see a lot of people coming in. Okay. Well, welcome in, everybody. So let's talk about ribs. Okay, so last time
I got a couple. My wife
I know I'm missing one. I'm missing one. I got a rib missing. You know that's I think that's my issue here is I got a rib missing.
Yeah.
Anyway, last time what I did was I made like airtight pockets with an insane amount of foil. We went to the farmer's market yesterday and bought some bakers, Ryan. Look, baked potatoes. I'm talking about some bakers. Okay, now.
Holy.
Right. I have a grill. I do not have a smoker. So my question to you is this. If I leave the ribs in a sealed up foil tight pocket thing and it came out super juicy, super moist, super tender like I want, and it was out there for 2 hours, left alone in those meat pockets, would a baked potato that big cook in the same amount of time?
Not the same amount of time. It'd probably take longer.
Right.
I have found that when I have tried to, I've even diced my potatoes up and thrown it on the smoker with like chicken or ribs or something like that. And 5 hours later, it's still not tender enough.
Oh, man.
So you either need to do like a partial microwave for a bit or put it in the oven at a higher temperature to start and then transfer it out to the grill to get the flavor near the end. Or vice versa. Start it out there and then bring it inside and bump up the heat higher or throw it in the microwave higher. That was the only way I was able to do it. Because, I was like, wow, I had diced up in smaller chunks and sprinkled it and seasoned it and put it on the grill for 5 hours, and it was still hard in the center and not as mushy. So
Down South Stitcher, I'm with that. Put them in the crock pot. Let them run.
Yep.
You could fit about 2 of them in there, and you know what? I got 2 crock pots too, so that we could do them like that. That's a good idea. That is a really good idea, and then just let them run for a long time.
Yeah,
I like the crock pot. We need to get that sucker back out and do something. Queso is what our daughter is really good at. She makes a mean queso in the crock pot, and it's sitting there, and the whole family, like 20, 30 people can eat off of this big old, batch of nachos, and we all get full. So Wendy is our daughter that does that, and she's really, really good at it. Well, let's see. I'm going to run through the chat today. We haven't gotten with you guys in a while, so let's see who was up. The first one I see, and I know that I missed a lot of stuff before it refreshed, but the first one I have here is Down South Stitcher. Good morning. Welcome in. And then Travel with Josiane is in. Hello. Mike is in the house. Cruise ship drone. Hello. And let's see. Oh, look, the Parker twins. Good morning. The Parker twins are in. Danny Dizzle in the house. Mike. Good morning. And then we got Gerald. Gerald's in the house. I saw that. No Zach. I don't see Zach. I think he caught some kind of he went on a bird somewhere to another country. So you have that. Savage Vloggers in the house. Here. And let's see what else. I'm gonna pull up Nightbot here in a minute. Oh snap! We got a link request here. There is a link request. I'm sorry I missed this. I was not watching the chat. But hang on. Copy. See how copy and paste just works. I love it. I use it all day long. Copy and paste. Oh, there it is. Boom. I did not hear this notification come in. And boom. So sorry about that. All right, here we go. Will G, yep, he made it in. Cat and Matt's in the house.
Woo-gee!
And yeah, Savage Vlogger, I'm telling you, the iPhone situation on Booze Cruise 4.0, it could be a doable thing. I'm just saying that would be cool.
We're going to have to do some research.
We're not breaking any rules. Yep. Ocean, Bruce, what's going on? And let me see. Yep, Life with EQ is in. Oh, wow. Look, Mike and Rihanna says we've been getting rain all week and we're on flood watch as the river keeps rising. That's tough. OCV, Orange Cone Vlog. Good morning. Emily, what's with the repetition? Well, sometimes it happens like that. When we repeat ourselves, it's called creating content out of nowhere. It is. I find myself doing that, to like buy a couple little extra seconds is just say it again.
Yeah.
That
was a glitch. It was a glitch. We didn't say it again. It just glitched back a few seconds.
The internet be tripping sometimes. That's all I'm saying. Foodie's Vacations is in. Hello. And more to see M&J. Yeah, Gerald, she would get arrested at the HOA meetings. We were talking about the HOA at that point. That's crazy. Yep. Let me see who else is in. Boom, 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 boom. Enfield Road laying in the loft. Oh, there's a shipmate notification over here. Something just happened. I got a friend request. That's what's up. I got you. That was kind of cool. It's ding dong.
I like that.
My notification sounds generally are not on, but I heard it. No, thank you for that friend request. Yeah, and if you want to keep up where we're going, just join us on Shipmate at Adventures JS and also CIFA. We have 2 Shipmate accounts. I try to keep both of them updated. Lucy's in the house. Good morning. Yep, Mick is in the house. Yeah, hit the like button. It looks like this right here. That's what it looks like. Please hit the like button. Thank you. And then look, Gerald says, Mickey, when I hit the like button, I think about you. I think that's the same for a lot of us. Just boom, there goes Mickey. You got to match that number. It's like it's within my spirit now. And there it is. Match the number of thumbs up with the number of participants in the chat. That's right. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. And let me see. I'm scrolling down, just coming down through the chat. And Michael's Adventures is in the house. It is extra content, Vicky. It really is, because sometimes you have to be able to shift from thing to thing during a live, and it's like, wait a minute, let me repeat that again, and then go it again, just to close out what we're talking about, because we have to be able to shift during the conversation. Life with Tashari is in the house. Good morning. And then let me go to Nightbot and do something that I don't do very often, but I still try to keep track of, and see who the top chatters are. So pulling up Cruising is Fun Anytime side here. Let me see what the top chatter is. And it is none other than at number 5, the Cam Fam. Number 4, Mike and Rihanna. Number 3, Coker Culture. Number 2, Gerald, more to CMJ. And number 1 is none other than our beloved Danny Gizzle, the Supermod 30, with 216 messages. Blew everybody out the water. I'm telling you, man, Danny D, this one's for you. Yep. And let's see. Danny D says, I can't wait to see you and Mel in September.
Yeah, we have another meetup.
Yep.
Over in that Orlando, I think, Disney Springs area.
Yep. And look who else is in the chat. Cruising on the High Seas.
And travel.
That's right. Boom. All right. Well, let me see what else is going on for the rest of the day. I know that I'm going to be working on getting the layouts and stuff ready. Other than that, we're just going to be on YouTube, on the YouTube street somewhere.
Yep, I'll have the fishy tanks. I'm going to start going live probably earlier, like around 10:30, 11 o'clock instead of 11:30, and run it till 2:30. Oh, I've got some. I don't want to spoil it yet because I don't know if it's going to work, but the tests that I've done look like it's going to work. But I've got an idea to make the green screen background within the fish tank better quality than it is right now. So if you want to see right now, this month, the winner of the poll I did was space. So if you want to see the fish in space, then come by the fish tank live, and you can see them swimming around nebulas and planets and stuff like that. But that's the thing, is I've got something coming that might be able to help the background stand out more, so it's a better green screen, effect than it is right now. Although it's not terrible, it's not very vivid either.
Okay, and Rob has made it into the chat, and I got this message here. So I am headed on over to the Cruising on the High Seas and Travel community on Facebook. That's where it's located. And let me go ahead and just drop the link in the chat. That way you guys can get over here, Control C, and then, no, not Control, Command. See, I'm still in that mode. Control, because it's right there on the corner, Ryan. I can hit it with my pinky, and you see how much of a wingspan I got, right? I can head all the way over to the P with my thumb. Control P from the other end of the keyboard. That's how big my fingers are and my hands are, right? And so it's like, why can't it be in the same position on the keyboard? It's just, it's little stuff, it's just little bitty stuff. But anyway, Cruising on the High Seas and Travel, scrolling their Facebook page here, has posted, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Boom. Let me fix it within the confines of the screen here and display this web tab, kill the audio, and share. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Booze Cruise 6.0 is set to sail. Who's ready for an unforgettable Halloween cruise adventure? Join us aboard the beautiful MSC Seascape for Booze Cruise 6.0 from October 29th to November 5th, 2028. Halloween fun all week long, costume nights and themed events, great food, drinks, and entertainment, amazing destinations, meet fellow cruisers, and make lifelong friends. One incredible week at sea. Whether you're a seasoned cruiser or thinking about joining your first group cruise, everyone is welcome. October 29th, November 5th, 2028 on the MSC Seascape. Ready to book or have questions? Call Rob at 409-401-1911 or email him at rob@cruisebrothers@gmail.com. Let's make Booze Cruise 6.0 the biggest and best one yet. Drop a jack-o'-lantern in the comments if you are interested or already planning to join us. So follow the link. Hang on, let me put the link here in the chat. And this is Rob's group cruise. So be sure to contact him about Booze Cruise 6.0 on the MSC Seascape. There's the graphic for it. That sucker looked nice too. Look, Ryan. They did it extra. Yeah, they did it extra refined detail, man. That AI is something else.
I like it. Definitely.
I like the purple sky. I like all of it. Like Spooky Adventures Away. Everything is nice. Very nice. I'm telling you, man, there's going to be a group cruise out of this world. And let's see. It says, oh, yeah, and Ryan, get out that door now. So I'm going to do that right here and right now. Let's get Ryan out the front door. Where's my video clip? Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Gerald. This is what we do whenever people book a cruise and they come tell us about it. We send Ryan out the front door in a hurricane because he actually did that during a show. You know what he did? What else he did too is he went and jumped in the pool
Yeah.
during the show. And yeah, so this is
I
all.
do crazy things like that.
Mhm.
I can't in the pool right now because it's currently in the murky, getting clean, getting ready. I dumped a bunch of acid in there, and
Mhm.
it's not swimmable currently. Probably another day or two, and then it'll be good to go.
You know what I've seen for the pool is these little robots. Okay, they're going all over the place, and it's like and it reminds me of your fish, your big black fish. I'm not algae eater. It reminds me of the algae eater, and that's what it does. It just goes around all
We
over.
call
the place.
ours Johnny Five
Johnny
because,
Five.
because he's got the tank tracks that looks like the bottom of Johnny Five. And
Where's
it
Johnny
rolls-
Five? I need Johnny Five in my inbox after you share it on YouTube soon. Whenever you run it, please show me Johnny Five. I got to.
Once the water's clear enough, because right now it's cloudy because I had to dump
Thank
a bunch of calcium in there. But when it's clear enough, then I'll have Johnny Five and I'll get a video of him going around the bottom of the.
Yes.
the
Yes,
pool.
I'm here
But
for
yeah,
it.
it cleans up like the little dirt if you get a little, leaves or weeds or something that happens to come in. And yeah, he just sucks. We call him a suckalux too. So he's the suckalux Johnny Five that just kind of.
Mhm. I'm telling you, man, this is content. Just
Yeah.
you know. All right, here we go. Danny D says Ryan is crazy. He even danced on a pole at my meetup
Oh, that's right.
last July. I think Chet has a video of it.
Chet and Robin were like, you got to do this and we're going to record it. And then I did it. And then Robin's like, at the end, you got to say, take that, Kurt. So then I reshot it.
That'll work. Okay, so there's content out there of pole dancing.
Yep, on every now and then it'll come up on Sea Lake Journeys with Chet there.
Right. Well, cool beans, everybody. We are almost at the top of the hour, which means it is time for us to go. That way, you guys can get back to your day. Thank you so much for coming to watch the show today. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all take care of each other out there. Be sure to take care of yourselves. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, from all of us over here at Go Live Together, we love you. Good morning and have a great day on purpose.
And tonight, PCAT Chat, my daughter is going to be there, the newlywed. She's going to talk about the NCL getaway.
Be sure to get over there and join him on PK Adventure Travels. That's right. What time?
7 p.m. The Lord's time, a.k.a. Eastern.
Oh, okay. For all of the rest of us who were, not paying attention to that, it is 6 o'clock.
7 God's time.
Alrighty, guys. Well, y'all take care. We love y'all. Bye.
Coffee in my cup, sun just peeking through. TV glowing in the kitchen like it always do.
Cheryl's laughing first. Jeremy's got that grin. Ryan's talking ports and plans. Ricky's reeling us in.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. There's swapping little secrets on packing light, packing smart. Which deck has the quiet spots where the late night stories start?
Scott's breaking all the tech news with that Scotty J screen star shine. I'm taking notes on napkins while my eggs get cold on the side.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue. From my small town living room view, go out together, don't let go. You're my map and my talk show road. From cruise news to travel chatter, you bring us all on board.